Welcome to the Virtual Strategic Solutions Virtual Reality Simulation System. Accessing Legacy Dataset. Files loaded. Simulation ready. Victor is a Robco security model, 2060B Securitron, who is residing in Goodsprings as of 2281. By his own account, he has lived in Goodsprings since 2266, and he claims not to recall anything from before that time. This would also mean that Victor has been in Goodsprings since long before Mr. House deployed the bulk of his Securitrons to take control of the old Las Vegas Strip. According to Trudy and the town's other residents, an alleged previous owner of Victor's used to live in the shack on the south side of town, identified by the American flag hanging outside. But nobody remembers who it could have been, and no other person has lived there since at least 2274, when Trudy first arrived in town. Trudy, for her part, is also suspicious of Victor's cheerful cowboy personality, thinking it hides something deeper. As to her knowledge, Victor has never done much to help the townsfolk, only traveling around the town every so often. Whether his programming allows him to realize it or not, there are things that Victor has been keeping from the townsfolk. For example, when the scavenging teams funded by Mr. House finally found the platinum chip in the ruins of Sunnyvale, Victor was tasked with arranging its safe return to the Lucky 38. To achieve this, he hired 7 couriers from the Mojave Express in Prim. There were to be 7 packages, 6 decoys, and 1 containing the real platinum chip, which was given to Courier 6 after the original candidate refused the job. Through the help of the hijacked Securitron Yes Man, the chairman's leader Benny, along with a group of great Khans including Jessup and McMurphy, set up an ambush near Goodsprings Cemetery to steal the platinum chip. After capturing the courier, Benny took the chip, shot them in the head, and left them for dead, which Victor witnessed from afar. Unable to intervene due to unreliable data transfer from Mr. House and overriding combat algorithms, Victor stayed out of the altercation until after Benny and the great Khans left. After the graveyard was vacated, Victor came and dug the courier out of their shallow grave, bringing them into town to Doc Mitchell to have emergency brain surgery and be nursed back to health. After coming out of Doc Mitchell's house, Victor can be seen wheeling around Goodsprings. He can be questioned about what happened to the player and where the men who shot them went. Upon entering the New Vegas Strip, Victor will be in front of the Lucky 38. He lets the courier in and grants access to the penthouse via elevator. Victor will tail the player throughout their search for the men who shot them. He will show up in the perimeter surrounding Goodsprings, Novak, Boulder City, and the Strip. After going on the main road, one may get attacked by some cazadores. Victor will help fight them off. If the courier kills or disables Mr. House, Victor will disappear. His permanently disabled shell will be in front of his shack in Goodsprings. If the courier sides with Mr. House, Victor continues in his role by the elevator at the Lucky 38. If the courier completes Ghost Town gunfight and sides with House during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, in the game's closing titles, he sends Victor back to Goodsprings as a token of gratitude for saving the courier's life. Several residents like Doc Mitchell consider Victor a mixed blessing, as he doubly serves as House's observer over the town. Victor is an artificial intelligence distributed between all Securitrons. The player may witness or even cause his destruction several times over the course of his or her journey to Vegas, but in this event, his personality will simply hop to another unit, with no serious ramifications in the next meeting, similar to Yes Man. Victor claims that he does not know how this happens. If Victor is disabled with the Robotics Expert perk, he will be disabled forever and will not jump to another Securitron. Upon leaving Goodsprings and finding Victor at another area, his first Securitron unit will be found in front of his Goodsprings shack, permanently disabled, and when destroyed he cannot be looted, saying instead that the AI program is offline. If combat is initiated with Victor, he may say, "Next stop, Boot Hill," or "It's hog killing time." If one opens fire near him but not at him, for instance, if shooting mantis nymphs from the schoolhouse yard near his house when he is there, he may exclaim, "Holster that and be quick about it." If one points their weapon at him outside of VATS but does not fire, he may threaten the courier by saying, "You're looking at a heap of trouble if you want it." If the courier kills Victor after beginning the House Always Wins, The quest will fail, and House's ending will be unobtainable. He is scripted as a companion while he follows the Courier, meaning that he fast travels with them and his inventory can be searched. Victor is one of only 2 Securitrons that can use a melee attack, the other being 0100111110110011001101 at the Securitron deconstruction plant in Big MT. He will take control of another Securitron and force conversation with the Courier when they enter the strip for the first time. If the Mark II software is used, his face will stay the same, but he will have the same power and weapons as the others. If the house has gone bust, has been failed, he will disappear from the game, similar to how Colonel Moore and Ambassador Crocker disappear if Don't Tread on the Bear is failed. Attacking Victor in Goodsprings will cause Easy Pete to become hostile and aid Victor in the fight. When killed, the display screen on Victor's Securitron goes black. However, if the Courier crouches and walks inside of Victor, his face can be seen stuck floating inside. Simulation completed. Please exit the pod or have a technician select another file.